Well, hi everybody. Again, this is the first day of November expiry November series. Now, what interesting and important here is that we actually are starting with 2 is to 1 long positions in index futures from FIs. That I think should be positive. Now, in terms of how we should be looking in terms of overall spread, would be that the range has moved higher, 10,000 to 10,500. So that's a bullish sort of move here. The second question would be, is it a one-way rally here? I doubt actually, because there is a lot of writing happening around 10,400, 10,500. In my own view, about 10,320, you basically are looking at a 400 point rally in Nifty. So I don't think so. It's now there would be one point that you would see that Nifty actually making sluggish and slower stepward up moves that could be in the range of 50 points, 100 points. But then overall, actually, what is happening here is that you're talking about a bank Nifty, which if is able to basically close about 25,200, then I think we would be looking at a 1,000 point rally here. And that rally has to be led by private banks. So again, that is one point. And number 2 point would be that if banks again they are rallying, then again Nifty basically has a good runway for 400 points towards 10,700. So in terms of levels again, 10,320 is a resistance, and then after that you look at 10,500 because of very high call writing there, and then also 10,700. In terms of support, 10,180, and nothing changes till 9950. We at present are looking at a bullish sort of view for markets right now, and for Bank Nifty, I think we are looking at ICICI Bank results here. That has to be a sentiment move here. Now, apart from that, I think a lot of long rollovers. I think while I'm talking that Nifty basically had materially high rollovers in November series, that's again a good sign. Do I expect a correction here? I do expect a sort of soft correction here between mid-November and December, but I think that is some time away. At present, it's looking okay. Traders are also hedging the markets. There's a lot of long puts build up around 10,300 at the money puts, and that is usually a good sign because you actually are expecting that any sort of opportunistic pullback can be used there. So primarily, the view basically looks quite positive. In terms of rollovers, again, cement rollovers have been quite good. Shree 7, ACC, good strong long build-ups there. Tata Chemical, Tata Global, all basically Titan, all sort of good positive rollovers. And there is a whole long rollover list which I published on both Twitter and Facebook. Now, what is interesting here is that in fact, Bharti Airtel, Bharti Infratel, and Telecom also they've seen long rollovers, so that momentum perhaps could be maintained. Reliance Industries, Castrol from the energy pack, those have seen long rollovers. So again, in terms of pharma, again Strides, Shason, Apollo Hospitals are seeing long rollovers in November series. When I'm saying long rollovers, it means materially higher than the last 3 month average. So again, that's what basically these stocks are looking interesting. Results so far, I think today's IOC result, again ITC results. ITC is I think one of the stock which is to me I think looks undervalued, because just a matter of time when the valuation gap between ITC and HOL is going to be met. But I think it could take time, but I think just a matter of time. In terms of IOC, I think strong results. The stock has seen very high long interest build up on Thursday. Now should be interesting to see, because IOC has to deliver good numbers to meet those sort of expectations. So look at the stock with that angle. ONGC again on the weekend. I'm not actually enthused about the stock. At present the cycle is for refiners and not producers. I think let's not talk about ONGC. In terms of ITC, ICICI Bank, again the numbers should be very interesting in terms for ICICI Bank for setting the sentiment. But for ITC, I think the expectations are very low. ITC has to do really something very wrong actually to not meet or beat those expectations. Overall, if I conclude with the market outlook discussion, which we normally do every day, is that we are starting the November series on a positive note. Asian cues are not looking bad. Now, the ECB withdrawal of liquidity also basically is not that bad for emerging markets. So, in particular, I think I have some views on currency, which usually is one of my favorites area. But then overall, for stocks, I think I would say enjoy the markets. At present, the run is looking up. Take care.